we would rather avoid loss than strive to gain. But it's the wrong way to look at things, isn't it? I think we get this one chance at life. You should always be striving to gain. Sure, it's not always going to work out. Sometimes you're going to fall flat on your face, but as long as you're striving, you're always going to be rising. Hey, g'day, thanks for joining me. It's a beautiful day, eh? Morning walk, episode 80. Coming to you from San Diego, where this sunny little warm town is actually a little bit grey and overcast this morning. Who cares? It's a beautiful day. Let's go enjoy it a little bit. Yeah. Here's where you see there's some serious money in this town, isn't there? Wow. All these boats. They're docked at the Marriott. I wonder what they're paying per night. And again, I guess if you can afford that, you're probably not worried about the nightly rate at the Marriott. Oh, good luck to them. Well, we're down the marina area, which is a beautiful part of San Diego. And I think what they've done well, like so many cities, is create this beautiful outdoor space here that people can all use. This amazing park we're coming up to right now. And that's just such a nice thing when in the mornings you've got all these people out and about enjoying their walking, running, riding, fishing, you name it. If we don't protect those spaces, it's gone forever, right? I really love the vibe of these places, right? You know in a few hours' time, this whole outdoor seating area, little tourist trap, is going to be loaded full of people, full of energy. And it's kind of like the anticipation of that moment is what you get to experience early in the morning when there's no one around. It's been a pretty stressful week. Now, at the time of filming, there's the coronavirus outbreak currently going on in China, now it's in Italy, Iran, and it's looking for all intents and purposes like it's going to turn into a pandemic. It's kind of funny saying it's going to turn into a pandemic when it's already everywhere in the world. What can you do? That's semantics for you, the importance of semantics. But of course, my businesses are in the overseas study space, which kind of puts a little bit of stress and pressure on. Because if it turned out to be genuinely serious and not just a media beat up, man, it means a lot more people are going to avoid travelling and going to study overseas, and yeah, it means we might have some pretty tough decisions to make in the businesses in the weeks and months ahead. And as you may remember, me and my family, we're planning a big trip around Australia starting in May, June. But what happens if this whole thing blows up and then suddenly the businesses have got heaps of pressure and stress and risk? What do you do? Do you cancel this trip of a lifetime in order to fight for the well-being of the business? Or do you just go and do it anyway? Give me some advice, eh? Hit me up in the comments. You've spent 13 years building a couple of businesses, they're going well, awesome team, and at the same time you're planning the trip of a lifetime, 8 months with your family out and about, and you've got a choice about not really putting one completely at risk, but putting one at risk, or giving one up altogether. What would you do? My main reason for my trip to San Diego is coming to this absolutely amazing conference, Social Media Marketing World, which is on each year. We basically get to come and find out all the latest stuff about what's going on in social media and the best ways to do it. I think episode 55, we took a walk through the exhibition hall last year before it was even open. I kind of set myself a challenge of being able to sneak in again. Well, clearly, security isn't any tighter this year than last year. Fail. Let's see if we can poke our heads in again. It's one of those things, isn't it? If you don't try, you don't know. Exit only. Oh no, those are locked. Fail. Genuinely locked. I'll tell you what we're going to do. On at the start of the week, I was flying back from a domestic trip down to Adelaide, and I looked out the window of the plane across the the desert that is most of Central Australia, which is basically where we're going to be taking our caravan to go driving. And I had this moment where I could just picture my last gasp of breath when I'm like 80 something, fingers crossed. And being able to see myself in that moment, looking back on life, thinking, if I had the choice at that moment, at the end of my life, between doing this epic trip, this like once in a lifetime trip, or, you know, being around to fight for something that's probably going to be just fine anyway, would I have regrets about not doing the trip? Yeah, I'd have massive regrets. So I think the choice is kind of clear, right? You know, humans, we're basically risk averse. That's very well documented in psychology. We would rather avoid loss than strive to gain. But it's the wrong way to look at things, isn't it? I think like we get this one chance at life. You should always be striving to gain. Sure, it's not always going to work out. Sometimes you're going to fall flat on your face. But as long as you're striving, you're always going to be rising. I think that's the kind of heart of why we're here. The psychologists have basically done these experiments where, you know, they give participants in the experiment the option of having like a 90% chance of winning $10 or a 10% chance of winning $90. And almost exclusively, humans will choose the guaranteed option. And even tighter options like a 90% chance of winning $100 or a 50% chance of winning nothing. And basically, like, you'll always take the certain option because we are so loss averse. And that just kind of ignores the statistics of life, right? Of the universe. That if you've got a 9 in 10 chance that everything's going to be okay, everything's going to be freaking okay 9 times out of 10. So we have so many biases as humans that, you know, you really need to be conscious of when you're making decisions. There's a great book on that. It's called Thinking Fast and Slow. It's a little bit dense if you're not kind of into your sciences, but honestly, you read a book like that and it'll change the way that you think and make decisions. Oh look, they've done it again. Michael Stelzner. This is just sloppy. Look at this. Look at this. Door's just open. Incredible. Wide open. You know what's funny? Like last year at this conference, first person I met, what was your name again?
Muriel.
Muriel. I'm Rob. Last time I had my sleeve hat. Yeah,
Yeah.
You've still got your nose on. Did you take that off between this year and last year?
A little bit. I had to shower.
It's good to see you again.
Nice seeing you.
Yeah.
Yay, I love this. This is why this is awesome, is because you remember meeting people in real life. You get to see them again. It's so fun. So fun.
Very funny. I'm just about to like sneak in
Yeah,
here.
go do it.
Yeah,
But-
because last year they said they were going to tighten up security, but clearly not yet. This is incredible. Like, security is so lax. Just any old Australian can make their way in. I mean, anything could happen in here right now. I could like drink all the coffee, like steal the mitts off the table. I don't know. Go and present something to the empty room. They just really take so many risks here. It's just to look like you're supposed to be here. Walk confidently, officially, like we're heading down this way where I need to be urgently. So don't interrupt me. Whatever you do, do not interrupt me. All right, there's not so much to see here. Let's get out of here before they come and take my registration pass off me. Love this moment, hey? First buds of spring just hitting the trees. Now, everything has seasons. Business has seasons, life has seasons. We all have seasons. You know, times where things are bleak, grey, cold, miserable. We all have our winter times. But then, at some point, always, the season will change. And suddenly, from amongst that bleakness, the trees with no leaves, you end up with those beautiful like buds of colour and life. And then it's springtime, yay! And eventually it's summer, and everything is awesome. So don't be fooled by the cycle. Just the fact that right now things might be tough, or you've got hard things going on for you right now. It's not always going to be the case. The season will change. The tides will turn. And sometimes, like literally, it's just about being able to see it out, you know? Hanging on through that tough time. So don't give up. Life is not easy. It's not meant to be easy. Anyone that's like pretending on Instagram or any other social media platform for that matter, that things are easier. It's just full of shit. And when you have those really tough decisions you need to make, those moments where like your guts curl up and you're like, oh, what am I going to do? Like, think about that last moment. That last moment in your life where you're lying in a bed somewhere, sucking in feeble breaths, and you're thinking back through your life at all the things that you did. Not the things you didn't do, the things that you did. All the amazing, awesome things that you did. And then choose to do something epic. Make the choice that you would choose to make in that final moment. Because I gotta tell you, it's coming for us all, like it or not. Too philosophical for a beautiful day like this. Whatever you're getting up to today, I hope it is an awesome one. I'm Rob Malicki. Thanks for joining me on the morning walk. See you next time.